They're trying to get even with a very good Timberwolves squad that has been at or near the top of the Western Conference since there's been at that height. Forcing him to put it on the floor, puts it up, and puts it in for the game's first basket.
Yeah, well, because you have bigs who are not going to get out and run, but where they benefit from that is their ability to control tempo, force you to have to play a certain way, and then being able to use long athletic bodies to get to the basket, pushing the tempo and also scoring the basket.
Well, when he is on the floor, the Clippers are elite. When he is off the floor, they struggle. Gobert, the lob from Conley. The Minnesota Timberwolves 2 years ago against the Spurs. Now the Wolves shot 65% in that game, so not a lot of offensive rebounds. The way they have focused on this season, it has been a different approach than we have ever seen from a Clipper team. McDaniels tries to drive in on Dude, fades back and knocks it down. 10-7 start for Minnesota. Haven't unveiled it just yet. Mason Plumlee is out there at the 5 spot. Leonard tries to go to work against a former teammate in San Antonio and Kyle Anderson. Offensive efficiency. Plumlee stripped. Walker Alexander the other way. Ahead to Edwards. And he lays it in. Belongs to Minnesota. They're out in front by 5. Edwards, he's tough around the iron and lays it in. Edwards. Anderson, you'll dare him to shoot it out there. Look, he steps inside of the mid-range and knocks it down. But just 6 made threes this year. Powell forces the contact on Edwards, no whistle. Leonard, look out below! Time, they'll have the ball to start the second quarter as well. Leonard attacks again! Oh, my!
This is an easy basket down the lane. No action.
Nice pass inside by Anderson. Tough finish for Towns. Towns, a deep three. It's good. Wants to take on the entire team here, it seems like, and he does, and he lays it in. I'll tell you, he's been the most. And now Plumlee runs the show. What a feed, what a finish. Russell Westbrook delivers again, and the Clippers cut the lead down to 2. Towns runs over Plumlee, creating space, dumps it to Anderson. Now in the corner for 3, Alexander Walker knocks it in. But there is some separation from the top 4 and then 5 through 10. Conley, the runner, it's good. He can hit that with his left hand. He can hit that with his right hand. It's his first basket here tonight. Christina, thank you very much. James Harden gives to George, attacking down the lane, pops from 10 and knocks it in. His first bucket. He struggled in Minneapolis. 9 to shoot. George posting on Conley. And shoots right over the top of him. Second bucket for George.
And Paul George knew that.
Harden going to try to rescue the possession and does. 7 for James Harden.
I mean, outstanding defense, Rudy Gobert. I mean, just because, like, again, we talked about how good they are defensively, especially on their initial thrust.
Harden knocks it down. He's got 9. And a timeout for Minnesota. They trail. He is one of the premier, maybe of all time, screen setters. And when he takes a seat, the offense truly does dip. McDaniels, strong drive on George and puts it in. Chris Finch gave him the how to win friends and influence people. That's what he did.
Yeah.
And now he's simpatico with the refs. Here's Anthony Edwards. There's a different energy that we are seeing tonight from Kawhi Leonard. Certainly around the offensive rebounding. He has been absolutely electric. Terrence Mann attacks and lays it in. Here comes James Harden, bounces ahead to Mann. George a transition 3. It's good. And for the first time tonight, the Clippers take a 1-point lead. Winner takes the top spot in the Western Conference. Deflection interception. Harden with plenty of time. 2 to shoot. Harden for 3 ahead of the horn. Yes, sir! Edwards had 20 points in the third quarter against the Clippers 5 weeks ago. Won 33 in the game. Now he's got the first 4 in this quarter.
Once he's up in the air, there's not too many people that's gonna be able to stop him.
Gobert rumbles down the lane and lays it in, and it's a 6-0 start for Minnesota here in the third.
Much simpler shot, but because of his height and the threat of blocking the shot.
Strong move by Kawhi Leonard. Down by 6. Harden picked up by Towns. He liked this matchup in the first half. Backpedals for three. That's wide. Clippers have evened up the rebounding war against the Timberwolves, something that's been a problem for the Clippers of late. George, catch and shoot three. Book it. Leonard inside, lays it in. Clippers trail by one. Conley, Edwards for three. Gobert tries to follow it, got fouled in the face, counted in a foul. George, high screen from Harden, turns the corner. Hands to Leonard. He sees nothing but a skull and crossbones inside, fades away and knocks it down.
Where now your opposing team has the advantage, and that's what Minnesota is really good at.
I don't know how he kept himself in control there. What a shot.
But that's the collective effort you got to have, and now we turn it over.
And there's the McDaniels, but that is a crazy possession there. And the lead now swells 77-69. George down the lane, hangs and hits. What a play by Paul George. Gobert against Leonard, up, under, the punch. Kawhi looks to attack quickly even after the made shot. 13-point Wolves lead. They'll have the ball to start the fourth quarter. It looks like they'll have the lead as well. And Towns glides in. He's got 24. Edwards. Wow. He's got such incredible body controls.
Chip away at this lead. Put yourself in a good position as we wind down the stretch this game.
Reed shows off the handle, and then the touch, and Naz Reid with his second basket.
Naz Reid, I think they make the right decision being the Timberwolves.
Catch and shoot three by Powell. It's good. It has to feel good for Norman Powell, who seems to have struggled for the first three. Reid off a live dribble, lays it in. Regardless who gets it, it could likely be a temporary stay given how close everyone is there. But for Minnesota, they would have a 2-0 series lead if they can prevail here tonight.
To get out and run, so they dominate, and again, that's the way you control tempo too, by getting the ball inside and using that side to slow your opponent down. And good job that time by Neil Parker to get there.
Points have been at a premium here for the Clippers tonight. Gobert at the dotted line, deflection, tapped out to Alexander Walker to the three. It's good.
If you take away one component of it, and James Harden right there, just a little short on that zoo, get it up and in. But you take one thing away, and they can beat you another way, and that's why this Minnesota team is at the top of the ledger. They're looking.
There's a reason they call him slow-mo. Alexander Walker. Gobert with the rebound and the putback. 104-83. I wish I was going out on the limb there. I'm not. Philly could be in that list too with Embiid. We don't know his return and how he will be. Alexander Walker with a big finish. George, high out the window, no. Zoo can't tap it home. Minnesota coming off a nice win against Milwaukee. You saw that record, a bank-in three by Anthony Edwards.
To be able to add value, knowing that he's not the same player he was, and I'll tell you, he's not the same. He's a better version of himself. And Anthony Edwards didn't even really dominate the game, 21.7 to 16.
Does it make it more challenging with a player like Towns out there, or is there anything that changes that will keep Rudy Gobert on the floor?
So good to see that back, where Minnesota, the fans, the community can all support it.
Jordan Miller with the flush. He had played. Kobe Brown dribbles off his leg. Power play here for Minnesota. Alexander Walker for three, and that'll do it. 120. And the buzzer sounds in the background. 121-100, the final score. Karl Anthony Towns.